Hello and welcome to another 2v2 for Rome Total War. Once again I'll be playing with Elite Legionarii on my team, and we will be facing two Roman armies. One here that's right opposite us, actually the player disconnects pretty quickly anyway, within the first minute or so. So it really isn't a fair fight. I mean, the other player, he said something along the lines of, because we offered to just end the game because it really wouldn't be fair to him because the AI isn't that good. But he said something along the lines of, only cowards withdraw, or only cowards disconnect. So we thought, oh well, he doesn't mind, then we'll keep playing. So with this game, I thought I would try something that I hadn't done before, and I have taken, I think it's 9 of these levy pikemen. So I've gone for a bit more of a lower quality horde type infantry corps. I do have one unit of foot companions though, because they give a morale bonus to units around them. So I thought I would just take one of them. So my infantry are a lot of them, but not very good quality, but they are pikes. So as long as they're engaged from the front, they'll do okay. They'll probably lose eventually, but they should do a good job of holding up everyone. I've got 2 of these mercenary Cretan archers and a javelin min. And so to make up for the fact that my infantry isn't that good, I have a lot of cavalry. Now where are we? One unit of, I think I had 2 units if I remember rightly. Yeah, 2 units of Sicilian cavalry, a couple of Thessalian cavalry, and a couple of Thessalian, no, 3 Thessalian cavalry, a companion cavalry as my general, and I think I had an Aspis companion cavalry floating around somewhere. We're kind of in a bit of a long sort of column here. I'm sure I had an Aspis companion cavalry somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, Elite Legionarii has gone with the Seleucids, and he's got 4 of these median cav here, which are pretty dependable cavalry. They're not super heavy, but they're decent. And he's got Royal Peltasts here, and some Persian hoplites, which again is an interesting choice. Before this current patch, you wouldn't have seen units like median cavalry and Persian hoplites chosen very much, or Thessalian cavalry for that matter. But now, because they're a lot more cost effective than the more heavier units, they see a bit of action, which is good. So we'll get underway now.
Our enemies fight today on the defensive, on our terms, not theirs.
Roman opposite us
This gives us the
advance. But he disconnects, so the AI takes over, and he pretty much charges straight for us. So anyway, I advance my line of pikes, and Elite Legionarii decides to try and take the high ground, and so he'll circle around up here, around this way, while I engage the Roman opposite us from the front, and he'll try and run down the hill and flank him. So you're having infantry that's not, a lot of infantry that's not very good, made up for by cavalry. But the cavalry units I have, they're not. I've got 1 unit of companion cavalry. And I'm sure I had some. Oh, here we are. Here they are, Aspis companion cavalry. So those are 2 good cavalry units, but the other ones are decent. And if you use them well, they're very good. Statistically, they're not as good as the companion cavalry, but they're still good. And same with the Sarissa cavalry. I think they're shot cavalry. Yeah, they are shot cavalry. And if you can use them to really good effect, but they're not quite as good as some of our companions. But still, they're quite cost effective though. So I think this army here had 420 units in it.
Follow me!
Right, so the AI just it doesn't really muck around, it charges straight in. You get the charge up there on those Royal Peltasts. I'm not sure it does much. Yeah, it doesn't really do much. Heavy infantry are actually surprisingly resilient to cavalry charges. So he gets stuck on these swordsmen here, and I'm just bringing my pikes up, advancing slowly and steadily. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting phalanx. Yes, I am. Over one battle. It was one of the battles that I couldn't upload actually. The old patch. One of the battles I forgot to put my pikes in phalanx formation, and it was a disaster. They lasted about 3 seconds against the Roman legionnaires. I did actually manage to win the battle in the end. It was just one section I forgot to put down phalanx. But they get shredded so quickly if you don't have phalanx, especially with their pikes. Stats are quite bad. So these Flocky Extraordinarii Equites come in here, and I'm not sure if these are the cavalry of the AI or the cavalry sending from this other player down here that's sending up this cav. Judging by the way they're acting, I think it's the AI, because they're just kind of sitting there. they are these are technically just sitting there. My elite pikes. Foot companions. Just walk in there and walk over them. So here's the hoplites of Elite Legionary. One of them had these 3 units of Roman on them, so that won't eventually my pipes are coming in now. And I've sent in my companion cavalry to help things down.
Understood!
Yeah, down here the pipes are proving I don't think I'll need them over here, so I try and line them up to face the Roman that's down the hill there, but he doesn't appear to be advancing. And we both Elite Legionary and I just get our cav right behind him. This huge horde of cavalry being prepared.
Order advance at speed!
Roman slash Victorian cavalry, and he charges into the Macedon cavalry, and I don't think Elite Legionary saw that.
For glory!
It's not really matter too much anyway. And we've got some Persian hoplites there, so that should be no problems. And the Roman line's starting to crack now. 2 of his units are routing. And the bulk of his cav coming in from the rear, so it's not really surprising. So the AI really didn't play that well. He just attacked us and ignored all our cavalry that were going over.
Orders understood!
We just swamped him. And
Attack that position!
It was, I guess, as simple as that. There was
For
nothing
the
really
God
fancy
Riders! Advance!
He just attacked my
Right,
pipes.
quickly now!
Grant Elite Legionaries on my front.
Advance!
And we had a lot more infantry than needed, so it was a 2v1 as well. So there's really no surprises that it turned out that way. It was just really unfortunate that that was a display of bad news. But anyway, my Libby pikemen, they're getting on the side here and they're taking quite a few penalties. So this is the thing, especially with Libby pikemen, they're really fragile if you get them from sides or rear. Or same with normal pikemen. The Libby pikemen, not quite as nice as the kill. Pikemen are a lot more fragile than
Yes, Commander!
So we polish off this Roman plan with relative ease. And yeah, we knew we had to spell from the start because the AI doesn't seem to work with other people very well. And I started trying to probe his line with his Aspis companion cavalry. They're melee cavalry, so I don't want to send them by themselves. If they weren't, it wouldn't matter. I don't want to send them by themselves anyway because there's no real help nearby. So I'm not actually entirely sure why I sent them down there. Yeah, I didn't have any missile units, so I don't have to worry about that. At least, yeah, I think he does. Mostly infantry. He's got some cav. Companion cavalry. Let's say companion cavalry. Ah, it's the default, right, because I must have had it selected. And I had my unit selected before and it defaults to companion cavalry. I was a bit confused there. I was thinking, how on earth did the Roman get companion cavalry? Anyway, some auxiliary cavalry. Actually, I'll just... Oh wait, how do I get rid of this? There we are. Get rid of that. And gladiators, they've got 3 gold chevrons of experience, so they're going to be tough customers to deal with. And these 2 veteran legionnaires, so they're not going to be pushovers either. And in fact, all Roman infantry in this legionary cohort, they're no slackers either. So yeah, it's going to be tough to break through this Roman line. Although he has put himself at a bit of a disadvantage here because he's fighting uphill, and that means you tire actually quite a lot faster. So never fight uphill if you can avoid it. It's never a good idea. So he's at a bit of a disadvantage here. But Elite Legionary I just getting into position. Actually, I could triple speed it if it doesn't cause me to lag too much. Oh. Go back to normal speed. Wonder if we can get away with double speed. It's not very good either. So here is cav start to move up, and I think I may charge my cav soon because I'm pretty confident that my cav is better than his. I've got A Sarissa cavalry and A Aspis companion cavalry, and those are melee cavalry, so I know in a protracted battle they will have a bigger advantage. So here we are. Yep, I charge in my Sarissa cavalry. I get off a trample.
Riders, advance!
And yep, that's into his general's bodyguard. So and they've got 3 bronze chevrons, so that doesn't really do that much to him. But I get him snagged up in my Aspis companion cavalry. So that's fine, and I see we've got this huge horde of cavalry coming in here, so we should be able, I'm confident we can, my cavalry better hold out and we'll be able to crush this Roman cav with relative ease. But he starts bringing up his infantry into the fight, so I'm walking my infantry steadily down, I think. No, I'm not, they're staying there. Some of them are walking down. I should have had them walking down towards the fight. Oh, there's a Roman cav actually up here, I think, one of the legionaries.
Yes,
a bit annoying that you can't tell who they actually belong to. It doesn't say the player's name here. I assume that they belong to this player down here. I suppose they could be left over for the AI army. Yeah, maybe they are, but there's still something up here. Actually, yeah, they've got a few units scattered over the place. The cav battle's still going on, and his infantry is coming up in to the cav fight here, and they think it's a bit tougher. They've got some missile units shooting in light Grecian archers, although I'm shooting the rear of my guys, so if I hit them, I'll probably do a bit of damage to my own men. Apparently I'm not worried about it, because I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, Leader Legionario moves down here to engage the other part of the Roman army, and this camp swamp these missile holes. The gladiators got some units kind of spread out, so I thought that was good. And it is level 3 gladiators. We did well in the charge, but we'll get some melee. So if they stay in there, those cav, they're not going to do well.
Understood!
So yeah, these Roman infantry still very tough to deal with. They're just routed one of the Legionario's units. Over here, he's slowly winning, I think. He's got some infantry in here. I'll kill the cav.
Macedon!
That's the infantry that are left.
Attack,
They proved to be a bit of trouble for my cav. So I think eventually I just pull out of there and wait for my pikes to come down from the hill and engage them, so I can get my cav into the rear or flank while they're engaged. So I've never really tried something like this before. Having a big core of not very good pikes, the big pikemen. I like to do it again because this probably wasn't a very good game to test it in because it was a really unfair game. We knew we had this from the start when how the plan was connected. So if I do another battle for Rome 2, I'll try to do something like this. Steady! Good workout. Using this sort of tactic works, although I'm by no means an expert. I don't really know how to use it. There is a proper way to use it. What the best thing to do is, but I think the idea was just to levy pikes to engage the line as much as you can, and because you have a lot of them, the ones that hold, the ones that aren't holding should be able to get around all the flanks and start doing more damage. Use them to help the cav something. So maybe not, because pikes are quite slow. Getting help the cav fight might not be feasible. Anyway, when you put my pikes down here, we break through infantry, and I'm bringing my pikes down here to try and mop up the remaining. I shouldn't say mop up, but there's still actually quite a few Romans left, so it's a bit more than a mop up battle. The Romans left down here, but he certainly did disadvantage himself by fighting us in this way. I mean, if he had deployed maybe up around here, and so this was I must have routed, and that game, yeah, as I said, not really a fair game. We knew that we would win as soon as the other guy disconnected, but still a good game, I guess, nonetheless. If the other Roman player had deployed up around here, maybe negating the high ground, forcing us to move across the hill horizontally towards him, that might have negated. In fact, it might even give him a bit of advantage if he deployed up around near this wooded area over here. But anyway, we'll just end the replay there. So I guess a quick look at the kills. What are we? 542, 1,237, 732, and 920. So I think Chadster was the one who stayed. He was the one who stayed, and Thorn was the one that disconnected, controlled by the AI. So actually, the AI didn't do too badly. It got quite a few kills. Actually, it got a lot of kills. Actually, 920. Second best. So looking at my units, at least, my Aspis Companion Cavalry did a good job. They took about half casualties, but they killed 163, so that's not too bad. The Companion Cav, the Sarissa Cav, and the Salian Cav, most of them did pretty well. I mean, this one only got 17 Salian Cav, but yeah, it's not that good, but it could be worse, I guess. The Javelin men did alright. My archers, they did fairly well. Some of these pikemen, I mean, this Levy pikeman, 177, I think it actually got my most kills. Oh no, there's 237 on this levy pikeman. I don't know which one that was. I can't actually remember, but wow. It may have actually gotten the most kills in the game. 237. Did anything... What else have we got? One of his Gamma Cavalry got 171 on Elite Legionario, so that's pretty good. What about this Roman? No, I stand corrected. We have one of these Legionnaires of Thorn. That was the AI. Got 322. Wow, that Legionnaire really just started beating. That's a lot of kills. 322. Yeah. So those Roman infantry, if in the right circumstances, they can really dish out beatings. So second most kills in the game, I think, for Levy Pikeman, 237. But yeah, as you can see, it didn't take. It probably took about, I don't know, a quarter casualties or so. And some of these other ones, 177, 110. I mean, a lot of them. One of these got 0 kills, but actually didn't lose anything, so I probably just didn't see any action. But yeah, some of these. I mean, it even did better than that. Most of my Levy Pikes did better than the foot companions. So that's interesting there. But it's just the fact that the AI probably wasn't very smart about it, and neither was the other guy taking them on from the front. That's not how you fight pikes. If you can get into their flank or rear, then Levy Pikemen will just fall like flies without any effort at all. But anyway, a good game to Elite Legionarii, Chadster and Thorn. Now we have one more battle, because this was part of a series of battles that I did with Elite Legionarii in an afternoon, and there were 4 of them. So this was the last one I did on Rome Total War. So 3 on Rome, and we went on to Napoleon after this, and we actually... Chadster, the person who remained in this battle, was actually one of our opponents in the next battle, so it was a bit of a fluke that, he must have decided he got bored of Rome 2 as well and went on to Napoleon. So that was pretty cool. We had another battle, and it does turn out quite differently, but I won't say anything more. Hopefully I'll get the Napoleon battle uploaded soonish. So yeah, good game, and thanks for watching.